So this is lesson 7.2 in pre-algebra, unit analysis 2, dealing with area and volume. So first of all, we're going to deal with area. And a couple things I need to make you aware of before we work on the conversions here. One is, how do we write the area of an object? And when we're talking about a rectangle or a square or basically any two-dimensional object, something that has length and width, we can write, like, if it's 3 square feet, we write it as sometimes this way. But the simplest way in math, and the one that we're going to be using for this lesson, is 3 feet, and then we're going to put a 2 up there, and that's a symbol that means squared. So that can be read as 3 feet squared, but we normally read it as 3 square feet. And that's what we're going to use when we're doing our conversions here. So this one's going to be similar to example 1. It's just instead of using 1 square foot, I'm going to use 3 square feet. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work at changing 3 square feet to square inches. So I'm going to write it like this. So we're changing 3 square feet to square inches. So let's go ahead and write this correctly. And here we go with our conversions. So we are going to write that, and we're going to put that down there. And one of the things I want you to be aware of is we have 2 feet here, or 2 units. We have a square foot, which means this foot appears 2 times. Well, down here it only appears 1 time. So when we can cancel one of these feet with one of these feet, and we're still left with 1. Well, it needs to go away completely. We can't be left with 1. So we have to get rid of both of these. So whenever you're dealing with square feet, what you're going to do is we made our times sign, we drew our line, we drew our feet, but we're going to do it twice. Okay? So now when we cancel, we're going to cancel this one and this one with this whole thing. So what do we know? What are we doing? We're changing to inches. Do I know anything about the relationship between inches and feet? Yes, I know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So really, I'm just writing the exact same thing twice so that I can cancel those 2 feet with those 2. That's all I did. Is because of this number right here, this 2, I know that I have to write the conversion twice. If this were a 3, I'd have to write the conversion 3 times. So very important to remember that. It's a simple procedure, but sometimes it's hard to remember what to do here. So what do I have left? What I did not cancel, there are 2 inches that I did not cancel. 2-inch units of measurement. And that's what I wanted here. Inches squared. I have 2 of them here. So all I have to do is, well, let's put this over 1 just so that we know that our 3 is in the numerator. 3 times 12 times 12 all over 1s. And I have inches that were written twice, so I'm going to put that. So 3 times 12 times 12 is going to be 12 times 12 is 144. And I'm going to multiply that by 3. So whatever 3 times 144 is, which is going to be 400 and some, square inches is what my answer will be. So if I took 3 square feet and found out what it is in square inches, 3 times 144 would be the number that you would come up with. So example 2, we have a rectangular poster that's 36 by 24. So 36 by 24. How many square feet of space will this cover? Well, first of all, I need to find out how many square inches I have in the original problem. It just gave me the shape of the poster, the dimensions. So I'm going to multiply 36 by 24 and get 864 square inches. That's the area of that. And they want me to change that to... They want to change square inches to square feet. So 864 square inches to square feet. So again, multiply line, because this appears twice, multiply line. I'm going to put that line on there, or that conversion, twice. And I know that I'm going to put inches down here, because inches appear on the top right here. And do I know anything about inches and feet? Yes, I know there's 12 inches in 1 foot, and I'm going to write it all the time, the exact same thing, twice. And I can now cancel these 2 inches with these 2 inches, and I'm left with 2 feet up there, so I'm going to be left with feet squared, which is what I'm looking for. And I'm going to multiply the top numbers, so I have 864 times 1 over 12 times 12, which is 144. I'm going to divide that out with my calculator, and I get 6 for an answer. 6 feet squared is 6 square feet. Okay, so not too terribly difficult. It's just remembering that idea of multiplying your conversions twice if this were a 2 here. And in a little bit we're going to do some volume where this will be a 3 and this will appear 3 times.